Netflix's Never Have I Ever has taken the world by storm, and everyone is talking about the third season. It's really because everyone wants to know more about it because everyone likes to be in the know. Am I right? Well, we have everything you need to know about the new season, so grab a glass of water and let's get started. First, let's go over Season 2. Obviously, we would like to see Devi control her impulses, but the aftermath is always great to watch because, come on, teenagers making the wrong choices is what being a teenager is all about. The second season started off with Nalini, Devi's mother, catching her daughter kissing Ben. I mean, would you want your mother catching your teenage self kissing someone? I know I wouldn't want that. I could just imagine how my mother would react. No, I'm happy that didn't happen to me. Anyways, it then becomes a shock when Devi goes home and sees Paxton, her other crush, waiting for her. Yes, we all had multiple crushes in high school. Let's just admit it and move on. So Paxton has never been very clear about his feelings. So everyone was wondering, did he change? Will we finally get some concrete feelings from this boy? However, Devi knows that her family is moving to India soon, so she decides to play a game with these two boys before jumping ship. Now, that's a little mean, Devi, I will admit that, but teenagers are always doing crazy things like this. Anyways, she ends up dating both of them secretly and separately. Oh no, come on, that's too much work. Why are you doing this? No, Devi. Well, we all know how this one ended, right? It's pretty predictable. It didn't end well. No, the plans to India obviously were canceled and the two boys found out what was happening. I mean, that's just sad. Now, Devi has a guilty conscience, which she should have because what she did was not okay. But did that stop the boys? No, because teenage boys don't think properly. The love triangle was back in full swing by the time the school dance came around. Why would they hold any kind of a grudge? That would be crazy talk. Ben is now into Anissa. Devi is jealous of Anissa, and Paxton is into Devi. I mean, I don't think Devi should have been jealous because you played these two boys off of each other, so, I'm just saying, how does it all end? Well, Devi and Paxton are officially holding hands, which means they're obviously a couple. This is high school, remember? Meanwhile, Ben realizes how much he wants Devi back. Oh my goodness, Ben, why? I'm telling you, you could not pay me enough to go back to high school and relive these crazy antics. What did you think about the second season? Did you like the plot? Or were you hoping for some different outcomes? So, what do we know about the third season? Netflix announced that there was a third season coming to screens, and fans were delighted. Co-creators Mindy Kaling and Lang Fisher said, "We are so grateful to Netflix and Universal Television for letting us continue to tell this story, and to the fans around the world who clamored to see more of this badly behaved Indian teenager. As for filming and the actual release date, we know that they won't be filming until February 18th, 2022, which means we can expect the third season to come out mid to late 2022. So we've still got a few months to wait it out, but there are other shows to watch, right? There are also some great movies as well. How will you be passing the time until the third season is released? I think I'll spend it watching things, keeping up to date with pop culture, and sleeping. Next, what about the cast? Obviously, the original cast will be back for the show. No need to worry there about who is going to be popping up on your screen. We have the usual suspects, like Maitreyi Ramakrishnan as Devi, Lee Rodriguez as Fabiola, Ramona Young as Eleanor, Darren Barnett as Paxton, Jaron Lewis as Ben, Purna Jagannathan as Dr. Nalini, Risha Morjani as Kamala, John McEnroe as the narrator. Will the two new members from the second season appear in the third installment? Well, we don't have the answer to that, so you're going to have to wait and find out. Are you excited that everyone is coming back? Do you think they should be adding some new characters soon? Or are you pretty satisfied with how the cast is looking? Keep watching because we've got even more news about the latest season. So, what will happen next? Season 2 had us on a roller coaster ride of emotions because Devi was making some crazy decisions, but it all ended with her and Paxton together after their grand entrance to the winter dance, and Paxton hitting Devi with his Jeep real smooth, buddy, real smooth. Devi can now check off being a girlfriend on her list. However, we can guess that the third season will definitely look at Ben's uneasy feelings for both Devi and Anissa, because now he likes two girls at the same time. So how is he going to handle that? Also, we're going to see how Devi navigates a public relationship with a boy who was once embarrassed to be seen with her. Yes, he was embarrassed, remember? So how will everyone react with this relationship? I wonder what kind of high school pettiness is going to come out, because there needs to be. Will Paxton be there for Devi, or is his status too precious for his ego? I mean, there are so many things they can explore with this concept, so it's very exciting. On top of this, we have the other characters and their crazy drama, like Kamala. Will she ever be ready for marriage? Will Devi's mother continue to date Chris Jackson? I mean, those are two really interesting concepts to tackle because they can bring in the culture and societal pressures of marriage when it comes to Kamala. On top of that, they can also dive deep into Devi's mother and this new dating scene, because being an adult and dating is rough, but being a single mother and dating, whole different kind of ballgame. I would like to know more about Chris Jackson. Is he good enough for Nalini, or is he just a toe rag? I need to know these things. What do you think is going to be explored in the third season? Now for what the cast has to say. To finish us off for today's video, let's hear from the cast members themselves and what they think about the third season. Barnett had this to say about the new public relationship with Devi. I would just love to see how it plays out with them being together as an exclusive couple. That's going to bring on a whole new set of challenges, and I think there's a lot more to explore. There's a lot more for Devi to learn about Paxton, for Paxton to learn about himself, and for Devi to learn about herself. And when that all comes to fruition, who knows? They may fall in love, or realize they're better as friends, or absolutely hate each other. Those are some wise words there, Barnett. Ramakrishnan spoke to Entertainment Tonight and had this to say about the relationship in Season 3. It'll be really cool to see Devi in a proper relationship, because we technically never really have. It was a two-timing situation, and as Dr. Ryan and Eleanor say, that doesn't count. That's not real. She has 0 boyfriends. So it is going to be cool to see her as a girlfriend, that new relationship in her life that she's never had before. But I think Paxton realizing what Devi means to him is really nice, because he realizes this is the person that believes in me and doesn't think I'm stupid, and I actually accomplished something and she was there for me. I think it's Paxton setting aside the ego and the pride and also offering forgiveness and being like, this is the situation. It's really heartwarming. Again, some wise words from these two cast members. However, showrunner Lang Fisher said that the future of the show would explore sex and what to do if you're a nerd who's done very little and you're dating a much more experienced guy. Now, this is what I'm talking about. It's going to get awkward for these two characters, but it's such an important thing to talk about because showing these scenes on the show can open up doors for parents to have difficult conversations at home. Also, Fisher said, "We introduced her grandmother this season, who is this amazing actress, and she just brought this whole other dimension and kind of filled a little bit of the void that Mohan left. I'd like to see the new dynamics of her family now. I'm all for more of the family on the screen because it is going to be amazing." Well, that's it for today's video. Are you excited for the new season? What do you think is going to happen? Let us know down below because we love hearing what you have to say.